my people, welcome back to my channel. So okay, this story time is a little sad, it's a little depressing. Before I continue this video, my people, yo, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and then comment something. I don't know, a feedback, something I should do, what you like about the video, anything. Just comment, and make sure you share this video. Tell a friend that your girl Melody is on YouTube, so that they know, because if you don't spread the news, I wouldn't know. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 19 years old, and literally a month after I moved out, I found out I was pregnant. And just a little backstory, me being pregnant was my biggest fear. Like, I did not want to get pregnant not because I couldn't support myself or because I couldn't afford to be pregnant, because I could. Like, back then I could afford to be pregnant. So I didn't get my period for a month, and then I ignored it because I'm like, you know what, it's maybe just, I don't know. And then I didn't get it for the next month, so now it's been 2 months, and I ignored that. But then I couldn't ignore it anymore, because I was like, okay, if this period don't come this month, that means I'm pregnant. Like, yeah. And then on top of that, I started getting sick. I started getting really tired at work. I started throwing up when I'm hungry and stuff like that. So I was like literally dragging the fact to go and buy a pregnancy. I was dragging it. Like, I didn't want to know. I did not want to know that I was pregnant. So I finally got the courage to go and get a pregnancy test. And when I got the pregnancy test, I actually took it at work. And bruh, when I saw that thing said pregnant, my heart sunk to the ground, bro. I was so emotional. And my first initial thought was abortion. I want an abortion. I don't want this baby. I didn't plan for this baby. I don't want my name out there. It's not really, I didn't even care about other people's opinion of me. The only thing I was worried about was my parents' opinion of me. I was, because my parents have this bad habit of telling other people their children's business. Like, wherever's going on with their kids, they would tell people in the community, and it will spread like wildfire. So I didn't want any of that. I called one of my really good cousins. I called her. I was like, bro. No, first I called my boyfriend. I was like, bro, you have literally ruined my life. You have ruined my life. I don't even know what to do right now. I don't know what to think. I don't know what I want. You have ruined my life. And like, I don't know. I was crying. I was confused. So I called my best friend. She's like, Melody, whatever you want to do, I'm here to support you. Whatever you want to do, I'm here for you. And I called my cousin, and I'm like, bruh, I'm pregnant. And she's like, bruh, I will go with you if you want to take it out. I will do whatever you want me to do. Just let me know. I'm like, okay. So for me, I don't know. I was just saying that I wanted an abortion because to make myself feel better, to make it feel okay. It's okay, you're pregnant. I feel like it was just a way for me to calm myself down. But at the back of my head, I didn't really want an abortion, to be honest. And even if I did go to the abortion clinic to get an abortion, I don't think I would have went through with it. I don't know. It's just my heart. My heart cannot handle something like that. So I was like so stressed out, and I was so sad. Like, I never got diagnosed with depression or whatever, but I think I was depressed. Like, deep depression, where I hated who I am, and I hated everything about myself, and I hated where I was at in life, and I just wanted it. And I'm not saying I was suicidal or anything. I wasn't trying to kill myself or anything, but I just wanted it to end. And I will pray to God, please let this be a dream. And I didn't want it to be true because I just couldn't handle the fact. I couldn't handle the fact that I was pregnant. I couldn't handle it. And the crazy part, not looking back, I had everything on my own. I was 19 years old. I had an apartment with my best friend. I was working. I was making good money. I had my own car. I had everything. Like, I was literally a boss lady. I was chilling. Like, I had everything I needed. But my core fear was just what my parents thought about me. And that was what drove all this depression, because I just wanted them to be okay with me. I just wanted them to be happy with me or happy for me. But I knew that was not going to be the case. I knew they were not going to be happy for me. So I cried for 3 days straight. And literally, I cannot lie about this shit. I sat up and I looked up and I just closed my eyes and I said, God, please help me. Please help me get through this, because I cannot do it on my own. I don't know what to do. Please help me. And I said it with all my heart and everything that was in me. And I believed it 100%. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you guys, like, literally something clicked in my head. It's like, call your older brother. Like, something just told me, call your older brother. And so I'm like, okay, let me call him. So I called my brother and he was like, Melody. I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, I'm gonna come there this weekend. And he lives in Michigan. Mind you, my brother lives in Michigan. He's like, I'm gonna come over there and we're gonna go talk to them. And that's just, when he said that to me, like, my heart felt like so much better. That was like the best news I've heard since I got pregnant, you know? And you would think that being pregnant is the best news you can get. I called him on a Tuesday, and then he came that Saturday. I mean, he came on Saturday, and we talked to my parents on Sunday. Another backstory, right? So before all of this, me and my dad were just patching our relationship. We're just being cool with each other, because me and him have the same personality. I'm just like him. We just have the same personality, and people with the same personality tend to clash. Like, me and him were just patching our relationship. We're just getting to, you know, love each other the way we're supposed to love each other, and we're starting to talk to each other more, call each other more. I used to visit him a lot when my mom was in Africa. I used to visit him a lot, and just, we were cool, we were tight. And I just remember telling my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm telling you, Eddie, I'm telling you right now, after today, me and my dad relationship would never ever be the same after today. And we worked so hard to fix it, but now it can never be the same. When we talked to my dad, and he was just so disappointed. You can see the disappointment. Everything that I didn't want from them is what I got, basically. I saw the disappointment. I saw the anger. He said some very foul things to me that I don't even want to mention. He just made me feel worse than I was feeling, basically. And I remember this last word he said. He was like, well, now you brought your disgrace to us. We have to fix it. We need to schedule another meeting. So we scheduled another meeting to meet again. And this time he invited the church members. He invited my auntie. He invited church leaders, 2 of them. And then my boyfriend was there, and then his auntie was there, and then one of my best friends was there, and then my boyfriend's sister was there, and we were all sitting there. And then he was like, well, because I was a Sunday school teacher. So he was like, well, we're going to have to take you from your position in the church and stuff like that because you're having a child by wedlock. And then, so basically all they wanted me to do was get married. And that's one thing I stood my ground on. And this is my advice to anybody who is pregnant and don't know what to do and know that their parents are not going to approve. Always have a plan. I'm telling you, always have a plan. Have your own plan, because everybody and their mama are going to give you what they want you to do. They're going to throw their plans at you and make you feel bad for having your own plan. But have your plan and stick by it and know what you will tolerate and what you will not tolerate. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. You're the one who has to live that life. They don't have to live that life. If you marry this man that they're forcing you to marry, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, what's going to happen? You're the one who's going to be living with him. And you don't want to marry somebody by force. You want to marry someone because you truly want to get married to them. And at the age of 19, I did not want to get married. I wasn't ready to get, even today, as I'm sitting here, I'm not ready to get married. And the man I'm with, my child's father, my boyfriend, like, we literally started digging deeper into our relationship at the end of last year towards this year. Like, we started hitting the iceberg together and like digging deeper into our relationship and trying to understand each other on a deeper level. Now imagine if I was gonna marry this motherfucker 2 years ago. Like, we don't know each other, and this nigga already irritates me. I love him with all my heart and all my soul and everything that I am, but this nigga is irritating as shit. So imagine this motherfucker is irritating you and you don't know why he's irritating and you don't understand him. Like, now I understand him, but 2 years ago I didn't understand him. So how am I gonna get married to a man that I don't understand? But my parents swore up and down I had to marry this man. I'm like, I'm not gonna get married because of a child. Like, oh my gosh. You guys are like 50, 60, 40 something years old, and you're telling me to get married at the age of 19, and I'm telling you I'm not ready. I'm not ready. If a person tells you they're not ready, they're not ready. Like, you don't force it. So they took it so offensive that I said I'm not gonna get married. Even if he wants to marry me, I'm not gonna marry him. And me and him were on the same page anyways. Before we went there, we were both on the same page, because I knew that's what they were gonna try to tell me to do, get married. You know? Because after the first meeting, I just knew they wanted me to get married. One of the leaders of the church, he's here talking about, you're being disrespectful to your father is telling you to do something, you should do it. First of all, he's not telling me to go wash the dishes. He's not telling me to go buy something from the store. He's not telling me to clean the house. He's not telling me to, I don't know, freaking cook. This is my life. This is the rest of my life. Like, I'm not about to make quick decision for the rest of that would affect me for the rest of my life on the pressure. Like, I'm not gonna make a decision on the pressure that's gonna affect me forever. Like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like people are grown for no reason. Like, your age means nothing. People just be stupid as shit. How you gonna tell me I'm being disrespectful because I don't want to get married? What? Like, that's these African people, bro. These Africans. Because in a way, I feel like this man thought my dad owns me and I'm his property. So whatever he tells me or wants me to do, I should willingly do it because he told me to do it, not because it's what I want to do or because it's what's right. So I was like, I'm not getting married, period. I'm not getting married. In the discussion, it's just like, if you don't get married now, you're just gonna be having kids out of wedlock here and there. I'm like, first of all, if you know me, I don't talk back to people that are older than me. I try not to disrespect older people because that's a curse on your life. I try so hard not to disrespect older people. So, but this man just hit a nerve. I'm like, first of all, sir, you don't know me. You don't know my future. You don't know what's in my mind. You don't know my plans. So how are you gonna sit here and tell me if I don't marry this man, I'm gonna be having children out of wedlock with everybody? How you gonna tell me that? And then he's like, oh, you can curse me out, you can disrespect me, but I'm still gonna tell you the truth. I'm like, Africans, oh my God. When you defend yourself, you're being disrespectful. How? They literally, we were over there for 3 hours. They cursed me out for 3 hours straight. I said one thing, I'm being disrespectful. It don't make sense. So I'm just like, I'm not getting married, period. And then they're like, oh, I'm the one telling my boyfriend to disrespect them. I'm like, what? First of all, my boyfriend, I was 19 and I think he was 25 or 24. He's 6 years older than me. He's 6 years older than me. 6 years, like 11 months older than me. So how can a 19-year-old tell a freaking 20-something-year-old man that is correct in his head, that is smart enough, intelligent enough to understand himself, what to do? Okay? If he wanted to get married to me, he would have told you, oh, I want to get married to Melody, but she don't want to get married to me, right? But he said, and I quote, we are not ready to get married. And that's what he said. And that's how I felt too. I wasn't ready to get married at the time. Anyway, to cut long story short, these people degraded me. They talked down on me. They embarrassed me. They did everything possible to make me feel worse about myself than I already felt. And I went home that day and I just felt so bad about myself. I just felt like I was a failure to myself. You know, I felt like I was a failure because that's not what I wanted my life to be. I didn't want to be a baby mama, okay? The person that really disappointed me in this whole situation during that time was my mother. I was so disappointed in the way she treated me. I understand that I didn't tell them, or I didn't come to show my boyfriend to them or whatever, but imagine the trauma, imagine the trauma that I went through, okay? That's another story time for another day, but I was literally beaten when they had suspicions that I have a boyfriend, okay? I was beaten. Like, if I even stand next to a boy, I was talked down. Like, they called me, oh, you're trying to look for a man, trying to be this, you're trying to be that. Like, imagine, like, all that trauma and all that, it's just anxiety. It's like fear, all that fear that they put in me. I couldn't, even at the age that I could have told them, I couldn't tell them because I was scared. I was afraid. She didn't once call me to ask me, Melody, how are you doing? How are you feeling? She didn't once call me to tell me, oh, Melody, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. She didn't once call me to tell me, oh, Melody, I don't know, I forgive you. Once she didn't call me to tell me that. And for me, I'm the type of person, I don't like to feel rejected. If I feel rejected, I back off and give you your space and let you be. That's how I am, and that's how I'll always be. So I remember one time, I heard that, oh, her uncle died. She was really close to her uncle, and she really loved her uncle. So I texted her because I was around their house. So I texted her. I was like, oh, I heard your uncle died. I'm really sorry. I wanted to come and see you. And I think that day she didn't say anything. She just sent me a thumbs up emoji or something like that. And that was my cue to back off, because I felt like she didn't want to have nothing to do with me. So that was my cue to, stay away. And I was just giving her her space for her to calm down and contact me when she's ready, because obviously she didn't want me to contact her. So I stopped contacting them, like, at whatever. Like, I didn't contact them straight for 7 months. I didn't contact them. I didn't talk to them. And I didn't see them for 7 months. But when I see them out in public, like, I remember one time I went to a barbecue and I saw my mom, and I came and I spoke to her and I gave her a hug. And it seemed like she didn't want to even be singing with me, but I still spoke to her and I let that be. And then my boyfriend went to speak to her, and she embarrassed him in front of everybody and told him, yo, get out of my face. Like, that's literally what she told him. Get out of my face. when he went to speak to her. You have a 19-year-old daughter who is afraid of this whole experience, and you don't even know what she's going through. You don't even care to ask how she's doing, you know. And then every day I'm hearing my name everywhere. Oh, Melody don't want to get married. She want to have babies out of wedlock. I don't know, just a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm just like, yo, I don't even want to know anymore. And people I don't even know are like talking about me. People I've never even talked to are talking about me. Like, you don't know me. You don't know what I have. You don't know what I'm going through. Like, how can you sit there and open your teeth and talk about me when you don't know me? You don't know me at all. So some of the things that made me feel better was I called my biological mom in Africa and I told her I was pregnant. Ooh, look at my edges. Anyways, I called my biological mom in Africa and I told her I was pregnant, and she wasn't happy, whatever, but she gave me the response that I wanted. A mother, that I expected a mother to give, you know? She said, even though I'm not happy about the situation, I'm not happy that you're pregnant because I would have preferred that you finish school first, but now that we're here, I hope you take care of yourself. And if you have any questions, make sure you call me and ask me. And this is not the end. This is only the beginning. And I know by the grace of God, you'll get through this. And she knew it was really hard on me. So she tried to encourage me to, you know, push harder for like my goals and try to do better for myself and my child. And that's all I ever wanted from my parents. You know, that's what I wanted for them. And I didn't get that. I was disowned. I was disgraced. I was just the outcasts. And I would just be hearing rumors. Oh, your parents said this about you. Your parents said that about you. And then they started spreading rumors that I was already pregnant before I moved out. And you know, that's why it's like, wow. Like, they didn't even have the heart enough to ask me, Melody, how far along are you? You know, when did you get pregnant? You know, they didn't even care about any of that. All they wanted me to do was get married. I understand whether it's like them pushing me to get married came from a good place in their heart. But the way they went about it was very, very heartbreaking for me, because if a person tells you they don't want to do something, they don't want to do something. You shouldn't force them, or you shouldn't make them feel bad for their decision. It's my decision. It's going to affect me for the rest of my life. I'm fine. If I tell you I'm going to be okay, I'm going to be okay. You don't force people to make a life-changing decision out of the blue. And I want to thank God for my friends, Mercy, Jera, Pauline, Savvy, Elizabeth. Who else? Yeah, that's it. I want to thank these beautiful women for helping me through this, because they just made me feel so good about this whole situation, and they were so excited, and they gave me advice, they talked to me, they made me feel better every day. They check up on me every day, and they just loved me through it all.
Ellie, it's your Aunt Jera. I called that you were going to be born on today, Sunday, before 12, because you always listen to your aunt. I love you.
I also want to thank my in-laws, Johannes and Amanda. They were amazing. Whatever I wanted, they would bring it for me. Amanda was always at my house when my baby was born. She was always there for me, and she went and bought so many stuff for the baby. I just had so many amazing people around me that sometimes I would forget about, like, all the other people that weren't in my life. Everybody was amazing. My boy, I want to get started. I want to thank my boyfriend / baby daddy / husband / boo thing. I want to thank him so much for holding me down. Like, he really did his thing. He really did his thing. This boy would come from work. He worked night shift. He would come from work. He would go to every single one of my appointments. He did not miss one appointment, which was amazing. So when I went to the hospital to have the baby, my boyfriend decided to call my mom to tell her that I was in labor. And then she came, to when I was in labor. She came and she gave me a hug, and she was crying. So it made me cry because I was just so emotional. She was crying. I started crying too. And then she's like, I love you so much. I love you so much. I was like, I love you too. And that was that. And after that, everything was great. We talked. We had a family meeting and we talked. And I expressed to them literally what I'm saying right now. I told them I didn't like how they weren't there the way I wanted them to be and everything. And they were just angry that, oh, I didn't reach out to them or whatever. And we fixed it. We squashed the beef. And now we're good. We good. We all right. We're all right. I'm gonna insert some cute pictures of my daughter because she's so beautiful, and she's my joy. I know this is very cliche, but she really is my joy, and she really does motivate me and push me to be like the best version of me, and I love her with all my heart. So thank you guys so much for supporting me and loving me and encouraging me and asking me, Melody, when are you gonna post another video? Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment something nice or something mean. I don't know. Constructive criticism. Anyways, English is English. Let me leave that for the English speakers. But yeah, subscribe, like this video, and just continue being my boo. Thank you for loving this girl. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, bye.